Hey everyone, I'm Moral Wasp, and today I'm excited to explore the curious topic of hot and cold behavior in relationships. I often get asked how to regain interest without coming off as desperate, and today we are going to break that down clearly. Ava, absolutely, Moral. I believe this topic is important because many experience confusing signals, and sometimes it feels like a roller coaster. I can relate to the ups and downs, and I know many of our viewers do too. That's exactly right, Ava. In relationships, there can be times when her interest seems to fluctuate dramatically. One moment, she might be affectionate and inviting, and the next, she could be distant or preoccupied. This inconsistency can leave you wondering what went wrong or what you could do differently. Yes, and that uncertainty can be quite stressful. Instead of feeling lost in the ambiguity, what we want to do today is help you understand the patterns and give you practical steps to regain her interest without begging or coming off as needy. I agree. It's all about striking the right balance between giving her the space she might need and focusing on your personal growth. When we talk about hot and cold behavior, it's important to consider that it is not always a reflection of her disinterest. Sometimes it's about her own inner struggles and uncertainties. Right, and our discussion will revolve around three key steps. First, assessing the situation and allowing some breathing room. Second, focusing on your self-improvement so that you become even more confident and appealing. And third, communicating openly and setting clear boundaries. By following these steps, you can re-establish a connection naturally. I appreciate that perspective, Ava. When you start by evaluating the situation calmly, you avoid knee-jerk reactions that might send the wrong message. It's important to take a step back, observe, and reflect on both her actions and your own responses. Exactly. Today, we're having this friendly conversation to discuss this delicate subject, so that you feel empowered and clear about your next moves. We're going to talk about these strategies in detail. Alright, my friends, let's begin this journey now. So, Ava, let's dive into understanding what hot and cold behavior really means. I often compare it to a pendulum swing in relationships, where her mood fluctuates in a seemingly unpredictable manner. One moment, she showers you with warmth and affection, and the next, she might appear withdrawn or indifferent. It creates an emotional roller coaster that can be both confusing and exhausting. Absolutely, Moral. When you face these ups and downs, it can be difficult to decipher if her behavior is a true reflection of her feelings or simply a response to external pressures. Sometimes, it isn't about you at all. It might be her way of processing personal challenges or coping with stress. Recognizing that her actions may mirror her internal battles can help you take a step back and view the situation more objectively. That's a great point, Ava. Instead of assuming that her sudden coldness equates to a lack of interest, it might be more beneficial to consider that she is dealing with her own issues. A sudden display of warmth may signal a reconnection, while distancing herself could indicate she needs space to sort through her emotions. In any case, understanding this duality is key to responding in a balanced, thoughtful manner. Right, and it's important to note that this behavior is not a game to be manipulated. It's a signal, a call for balance in the dynamic. Rather than overanalyzing every little gesture, the focus should be on noticing patterns over time. Once you have clarity on the underlying reasons, you can adjust your approach without feeling overwhelmed by uncertainty. Indeed, Ava, this means evaluating not only her behavior but also your own responses. Reflect on moments when you might have inadvertently escalated the situation by overreacting or misinterpreting her actions. By keeping calm and maintaining self-respect during these fluctuations, you set the stage for a healthier interaction. Right, everything begins with clear understanding. Every observation equips you with the insight to move forward respectfully and rebuild genuine connection without any hesitation. Now, Ava, let's move into our first essential step: assessing the situation and giving her the space she might need. I know it sounds counterintuitive to step back when you yearn for closeness, but giving space is actually a powerful tool. It allows both you and her to catch your breath and reflect on what is truly happening in your relationship. When you step away from immediate reactions, you create an opportunity to observe her actions without the pressure of constant interaction, and that can reveal genuine intentions. That makes sense, Moral. I've noticed that when I hold back instead of chasing, there is room for real feelings to surface. It's not about playing games, rather, it's about understanding when your presence might be overwhelming and when distance can foster a healthier dynamic. This period of space is not inactivity but a time of active reflection and honest self-assessment. Exactly. Use this time to evaluate your own behavior too. Ask yourself whether you have been overanalyzing every message, every gesture, or even every silence. Often, our eagerness to regain connection can lead us to misinterpret natural variations in behavior as signs of disinterest. By giving space, you allow both parties the freedom to be authentic without the noise of constant scrutiny. I totally agree. It's about being patient and respectful. When you give her room to breathe, you also find moments to reassess your own needs and expectations. For instance, you might discover underlying issues or patterns in your reactions that could benefit from change. This space is a two-way gift. It provides clarity and prevents impulsive decisions that might damage the underlying bond you share. In many ways, this approach transforms the situation into an opportunity for growth. Instead of worrying about every small change in her behavior, you shift your focus inward. This reflection helps you build resilience, develop better communication habits, and maintain self-respect. It is during these moments of quiet observation that you may notice her starting to reach out in subtle ways, signaling that the balance is shifting back. And when you see those small signs, perhaps a thoughtful message or an effort to reconnect, it reinforces that your decision to step back was not about disengagement, but about fostering a more genuine interaction. It gives you confidence that the relationship can be rebuilt on mutual understanding. That's right. Remember, creating space is not a passive act. It is a proactive and positive strategy. It shows that you respect her autonomy and that you are confident enough to let things unfold naturally without forcing them. This balanced approach can greatly enhance the quality of the connection moving forward. Ultimately, by assessing the situation carefully and allowing for breathing room, you lay the groundwork for clearer communication and a healthier relationship dynamic. This first step is vital for ensuring that you do not inadvertently send mixed signals by appearing too eager or desperate. So, observe carefully and reflect. Give space and let understanding guide your every step. Now, Ava, let's discuss our second vital step, focusing on personal growth and self-improvement. When you redirect your energy inward and invest in becoming a better version of yourself, you not only gain more confidence but also naturally become more attractive. This isn't about reinventing who you are. It's about evolving, learning, and building habits that enrich your life. By developing your skills and interests, you create a sense of fulfillment that shines through in every interaction. I completely agree, Moral. When I dedicate time to self-improvement, whether it's learning a new hobby, improving my health, or developing professional skills, I notice a significant boost in my self-confidence. This inner strength and progress make me feel more whole, which in turn can transform how others perceive me. It establishes a magnetic quality that comes from genuine self-respect and care. That's the idea. Focusing on personal growth means setting realistic goals and striving to achieve them without the constant worry of regaining someone else's attention. When you invest in mastery over your own life, you shift the focus away from dependency. This is the time to rekindle old passions, discover new interests, and even challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zones. Each small achievement reinforces your self-worth. Yes, and this process of self-improvement can have a ripple effect on every aspect of your life. Not only does it empower you, but it also positively influences your interactions and decision-making. You start noticing patterns in yourself that may need adjustment, and you learn to appreciate your own journey. That self-awareness becomes the foundation for building healthier, more balanced relationships. Absolutely. Moreover, when you commit to growing personally, you send a clear message: you value yourself. It demonstrates that your happiness and success are not contingent on anyone else's approval. Such self-assurance transforms your demeanor and makes you a more compelling presence. Whether you engage in physical fitness, explore creative pursuits, or simply develop a reflective mindset, every effort counts. I've experienced that firsthand. There were times when focusing on self-improvement helped me overcome challenges and shift my perspective entirely. It taught me that being the best version of myself is far more fulfilling than continually seeking validation from someone else's attention. It's a journey of introspection and celebration of your progress, no matter how small. And as you evolve, you naturally attract opportunities that resonate with your new, improved self. This step is about rediscovering your value independently of any relationship. It empowers you to build a solid foundation within, which is essential not only for regaining interest from someone else but also for maintaining a healthy, vibrant life overall. Indeed, focusing on personal growth transforms the dynamic completely. It creates a positive feedback loop where your self-confidence enhances your interactions and enriches your overall well-being. Through incremental, genuine improvements, you set the stage for a future where you feel secure, content, and ready for the right connections. Remember, each step forward in your personal journey is a step towards a more empowered and confident you. Embracing self-improvement with authenticity ensures that you remain true to yourself while continuously evolving. Let's now focus on our third step: effective communication paired with setting clear boundaries. It is crucial to express your feelings in a manner that is honest yet respectful. When you use I statements and speak about your experiences, you open a constructive dialogue that invites understanding rather than conflict. This approach ensures that your message is received without sounding accusatory or desperate. I find that clear, calm expression is incredibly powerful. When I articulate my needs without imposing blame, it creates an environment where both sides feel safe to share. This mutual openness can prevent misunderstandings and help foster a respect for each other's boundaries. It's about communicating authentically while also listening actively. Exactly. Setting boundaries is as important as conveying your own thoughts. Clearly stating what you consider acceptable behavior not only protects your well-being but also clarifies the dynamics between you two. It is a way of asserting your self-worth and ensuring that neither party's feelings are compromised. Boundaries are not barriers but rather frameworks that support healthy interactions. And it's important to remember that communication is a two-way street. While you express your feelings, be open to hearing her perspective. Validating her emotions can lead to a more balanced discussion where both of you work together to address any issues. This dialogue should be ongoing and evolve as the relationship grows. Indeed, effective communication involves both speaking and listening. There is a time for sharing your thoughts and a time for truly hearing what is shared with you. By setting clear expectations, you reduce confusion and help both parties feel understood. This clarity contributes to building trust over time. Ultimately, when you communicate with compassion and set firm, respectful boundaries, you create a space where genuine connection can flourish. This balance of expression and restraint is key to maintaining a relationship built on mutual respect. Remember, every conversation is an opportunity to reaffirm your values and to cultivate a deeper understanding of one another. Speak clearly, listen sincerely, and let your words reflect the care you have for both yourself and her. Honest dialogue and firm boundaries empower. As we bring our discussion to a close, let's recap the key points we've explored today. We began by examining the complexities of hot and cold behavior, recognizing that her fluctuating signals may stem from internal struggles rather than a lack of interest. It is critical to understand that these mixed signals are not necessarily a personal rejection, but rather a call to adopt a more balanced approach. We stressed the importance of stepping back to assess the situation, which allows both you and her the necessary space for reflective growth. That's right, moral. Giving space isn't about withdrawing your affection, it's about creating an environment where genuine feelings can surface. By taking the time to observe and reflect, you set the stage for meaningful interaction rather than reactive gestures. Then we moved on to personal growth and self-improvement. We discussed how investing in yourself, whether by developing new skills, rekindling old passions, or focusing on your well-being, paves the way for enhanced self-confidence and attractiveness. When you prioritize growing as an individual, you signal that your happiness and self-worth are independent of external validation. Absolutely, and this shift in focus creates a positive cycle. As you grow personally, your increased self-esteem transforms the way you interact, making each conversation more authentic and balanced. It empowers you to take control of your life and relationships with a clearer perspective. Lastly, we emphasized the role of effective communication combined with setting clear boundaries. Choosing words that express your feelings respectfully and listening attentively builds mutual trust and deepens understanding. This not only prevents misunderstandings but also creates a foundation for genuine connection. Every step we discussed today contributes to a healthier, more confident approach to regaining interest without compromising self-respect. It's about building relationships on mutual respect, personal growth, and honest communication. In summary, our conversation today encourages you to work on yourself first, allowing natural connections to develop. Embrace self-improvement, maintain clear communication, and set boundaries that protect your well-being. I hope you find clarity, confidence, and the courage to make positive changes. Thank you for engaging with us and for the thoughtful conversation. Stay confident, keep growing, and let genuine communication lead you forward. Remember that every challenge you face offers an opportunity for growth. With perseverance, clear communication, and commitment to yourself, your journey will lead to stronger, more fulfilling relationships built on respect and understanding. Stay focused and embrace each new day with hope, always.